up, y'all? Here's Craig and Natia with another video. Craig and Natia Show family, thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a while, but you're here again, so we thank you. And today we're going to do something a little different, right?
Right.
We're going to do this little impromptu interview, right?
Yes.
We're gonna do this impromptu interview, and seriously, but I'm losing my train of thought because I see a police up front. People are braking. I need you to stay focused on the road. But okay, so he doesn't know what I'm going to ask him. I don't know what in the world he's going to ask me. But we just came up with some questions off the top of our heads, and we're going to ask away. So,
Yep.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You don't sound ready. You don't sound enthused.
I'm ready! Are you convinced?
That was good. That was a little better. Alright, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Alright. So, question number 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start by asking you the first question.
Alright.
My first question for you is, how did you know that your girl was the one?
Alright. So, I knew you were the one.
Oh, no. Let me rephrase it. You don't have to answer like that. Let me see how. Okay. How did you know I was the one, and why did you want to marry me?
Okay, so
you can answer both in one, or either or tie it all in together.
I'm gonna tie it all in together.
Okay.
So when I first started seriously thinking about marriage, because at first I was just like, girlfriend, you know what I mean? That's it. But
Girlfriend, I mean,
no, I'm saying at first my mindset was, just a girlfriend.
I'm just playing with you. I mean.
Then I started like, okay, well, I want to be married.
Right.
I was like 23 at the time, and I just started thinking about marriage. I was like, I want to be married. So I started thinking about, what are you doing?
It's a microphone.
I appreciate it. So, pretty much to simple it as much as possible. But I started thinking about what I wanted in a wife. That just included, who I thought would be, the best mother, who would, help me, somebody I can help as well, and just overall who would be the best wife. No one perfect, but just, what I was looking for in a wife, who I thought fitted that, expectation the most. And I thought about everybody I knew, and everything kept coming back down to you. And I was having this conversation with myself in the car coming back from work. And I think I was like, well, they should win that one, they should win this one, and they should win all the categories. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go reach out to Nation.
Little old me?
Yep. So that's pretty much, make it as simple as possible. Around that time, 23, I was like, okay, I want to be married. And I just started thinking about, what I wanted in a wife, and, what qualities and everything. And everything kept pointing back to you.
Wow. There you have it, guys. There you have it. This is why you chose little old me. Who knew?
So dramatic.
So that was sweet, honey. I know you told me that a million times, but I think your answer was consistent under the pressure. See what I'm saying? Under the pressure.
Okay.
So, question number 2. So, we just coming out of I won't say officially out of, but the world went on on lockdown this year, as you know, right? And it was so unexpected for so many people. But, you know, we dealt with it. It was something we had to do. We had to go into quarantine for some months. You know how that altered our lifestyles, how that altered other people's lifestyles, and things of that sort. So my question to you today, Mr. Barton, is how did the quarantine affect you? And when I say affect you, it doesn't have to necessarily be a good or bad way, or maybe affected you in a good or bad way. But more importantly, what did this quarantine teach you?
What did it teach me?
Yes, what did it teach you? Any lessons that you learned or gained, or anything was reinforced because of the quarantine situation?
I would feel like you gotta really have a self-starter, reliant attitude, because working at home, no one's gonna tell you when to wake up, nobody's gonna tell you to do anything, just working at home now. Also just really get on the ball, because there's so much more time now that you're home. You have no excuses not to, do some of the things you're thinking about doing. So I think those are two things that really, stuck out to me. Is you got to be a self-starter, and you can't make excuses. You got all the time in the world now. You don't have anything to do. I mean, I'm still working, but it's a totally different, model now. So I think that's what I'm taking away.
So accountability, the lesson of accountability was reinforced to you, and also the lesson of what are you doing with your time? You have all this extra time.
Exactly.
Are you doing anything productive, positive, the things that were on your vision board, to-do list? Are you getting to those things?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm getting to those. I'm writing. I'm getting back into, making videos, reading more. Just a lot of different things I had to, I had a desire to do. I'm doing it now. So.
Right. Well, good for you, Mr. Barton. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that quarantine did not affect you in the wrong way, but it's actually helping you jumpstart some of those talents and things that's on the inside of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good for you.
Appreciate it.
Question number 3. Now, I'm going to give you a little heads up. This one might catch you by surprise. It may slap you upside the head. It may it may just throw you off your socks, your rocker, so to speak. So get ready for that.
All right.
This question recalls for you to take a glance over your life.
Okay.
What would you say, if any, is your biggest regret to this point in life?
Biggest regret in life?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. I feel like, I don't know if it's regret. Maybe not. I don't know. 2 things. I wish I would have took a more serious approach to my relationship with God a lot early on in life. And secondly, I wish I would have took my studies and athletics more seriously in high school, because I feel like that could have propelled me to an even greater and better situation. So.
Pretty deep.
Okay.
It's a pretty deep answer. But I appreciate you for being open with us and letting us know those things that's hitting in your heart.
Okay.
Such a beautiful heart, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Question number 4. All right, so question number 4 wants to know from Mr. Barton, what would you say is your biggest blessing / asset in life?
My biggest blessing / asset in life, it's probably going to be my wife overall. I think I remember telling you before, I don't know how my life would look like if you wasn't in it. And different, just so many different areas, from, professionally, spiritually, I don't know if I would weigh as much if I was married to you, but I think
really.
I think everywhere else you've had a really positive impact on my life.
So I'm the reason for the extra pounds.
You cook really good.
Oh, that's a good answer. Y'all see why I married this man? You crack me up. Okay. All right, honey. I see what you're working with. You got some extra brownie points for that answer.
That's right.
And you know what? I think while you were talking, the thing was over here. And I'm like, got it over my mouth like I was talking. I think I was just mesmerized by your answer. All right, question number 5. Last one. What's she gonna ask? Craig Barton, the crowd wants to know, what would you tell your younger self?
What would I tell my younger self? This kind of ties back into the what's your biggest regret question, I feel like. But I would tell my younger self to really seek after God more. Now, obviously, you're almost a product of your environment and what's around you. You know, you don't know what you don't know, almost. But if I could give myself a message, it would be some way, somehow, Craig, really try to seek God more. You know, and try to exploit your athletics and studies in high school better than I did originally.
Wow, very powerful. Well, I thank you so much for your time. Your wife is such a blessed woman. Please give her my regards. Thank you for taking the time to come out to the show and share just a little bit of your heart with us. I'll tell you one thing, Craig. You might have some things you can tell your younger self, but I have some things to tell you. You're a great man. All right?
I appreciate it.
All right, guys. You heard it here first on the Craig and Natia Show. It's just a little impromptu interview with Mr. Barton. And thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you in the next video.
Yep, I'm going to be asking Natia the questions this time.
What you going to ask me?
You'll find out.
Y'all like my little microphone? All right, guys. So, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. He's about to ask me.
All right, guys. So I'm about to ask my 5 questions to Natia in our impromptu interview. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Would you rather go out or stay in for a date night?
I'm going to say the old me would have said go out.
Would you?
And it's still a little of the old me in there. What I mean by that is, before I got married to Craig, y'all, I was a person who was always on the go. And the people that know me know that I'm telling the truth. So, with that being said, it was always like, date night, let's go out. Date night always had to be outside of the house. But now he's done some awesome date nights in the house to where, and he's turned me into a homebody too, where I really appreciate just being home, to the point where I'm probably going to say in-house date night.
All right.
Because once you get done having a great time, you're home. You got to worry about like driving back home. But don't get me wrong, like, you know, I have my moments I want to get dressed up, and you can get dressed up at home too, but I have my moments I want to go outside the house, but I'm more of a, let's just do a date night in the house type person now.
Cool. All right. All right, Nation, my second question.
Okay.
Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or would you rather go into the future and meet your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren?
I'm gonna say ancestors.
Okay.
Because I feel like I will learn a lot from them. I feel like there's a lot to learn from family tree, family history that, you know, we just don't have, you know, just wasn't passed down.
Okay.
And I think that would be very valuable for perspective, for making decisions in life, for a lot of things.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll go back.
Alrighty.
I'll meet them wild.
My third question to you.
Mm-hmm.
What's something you always wanted to do as a child but never got a chance to do it?
Ooh, that's deep. As a child, I always wanted to experience like spend the night over one of my friends' house.
What?
I did.
You never spent the night over your friend's house?
No. My mom and them wasn't having that. Like, I don't know their parents. They could come over here, but you ain't going over there. But I appreciate that now being an adult. But as a kid, I always want to. Mom, can I please spend the night over this? You know, your so-called best friend at the time. You know, you want to feel like what a sleepover feels like with your friends. But, you know, the way the world is set up, it was the best decision. But yeah, that's something I always want.
Okay. All right, my fourth question to you.
Okay.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Running back in time. Like Flash.
So, because you're running real fast?
Time travel.
Time travel, okay.
Time travel, yeah. I would go back in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I would go back for sure.
Gotcha. Alright, you get it. Alright, Natia, this is my last question to you.
Okay.
What is your best memory of our dating years? Courting years?
The horse and carriage ride. Hands down.
Okay.
Courting years, yeah, it was on my birthday. Surprised me with a horse and carriage ride downtown Boston, and I still think about that. It was romantic. It was a surprise. I love surprises. It was great. It was my first time doing it, and then it was with you. It was memorable. We got pictures. I still got the rose and chocolate that he gave me that night. So it was just very memorable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you have it. That was our impromptu interview for one another. Let us know what questions or how you would have answered some of these questions.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you on the next video.
Also, we've been talking about possibly doing a Q&A at some point. So if you guys have questions for us, you know, you can email us or put it at the bottom. And maybe our next video will be some Q&A. Maybe what questions you have for both of us or individually.
Yeah.
So
put your questions in the comment section, and next video we'll answer them.
Yeah, we'll do a Q&A next video. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye.